Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening today. We're here with Emma Lazzaroni. She is.
Hi,
Thank you for
hi everyone.
thank you for coming today. If you want to give a little bit of a background on your work with embryology, IVF, and now you're in your role at ESSI.
Okay, so as she said, as Nicole said, my name is Emanuela Lazzaroni, but everyone call me Emma. And thank you for inviting me, Nicole, first of all. And yeah, so I've been an embryologist for almost 20 years. And I started working here in United States as an embryologist with actually Dr. Vidali, so ESSI founder. And I've been always very, attracted by everything that was regarding like medicine, biology, and especially women health. Embryology is the perfect combination. I enjoy a lot working as an embryologist because obviously it's a great work. What you do is amazing. It's kind of magic. But now I step a little bit out from the lab itself because I understood that my, most important strength that I had was like establish this kind of relationship with the patient. So I love talking to patient. I love supporting them. So, I decided to switch from, let's say, usually people say from the microscope to the microphone because so before was more a technical, jobs, and now it's something more related to talking, listening, supporting. And so honestly, I'm super happy about this, switch that I did because also it's still in my field, obviously. Because also in the past, even before joining ESSI, I had a lot to do with women fertility, patient who had endo. So I've been always in the endometriosis field, since ever. And so that's why, I'm here.
I love it. I love it. What first drew you to embryology, and what kept you passionate about it for all these years?
So, as I said, is a great combination between science, medicine, and women health. And that's actually where my passions. Honestly, since I was a child, I remember that my mom, she had in her like library like a women health set of book, and I was like little, like 6 7 years old. I was going there and open the books and look at that image, and I was like a little, like it was kind of taboo probably for me because they were like a picture of women giving birth, so but I was so fascinated. So I think that's why this is my it's my field. I've been always very attracted by ba- babies in the belly, women giving birth, or like women. Women. Also, I remember that I was very attracted about period because I remember there were like some older friends that they were talking about this, and me, I was still little, and I was like very curious. So everything that regards these, environment, let's say, of women, it really fascinated me. That's why.
So you were fascinated by the menstrual cycle before you even had one.
Yes, actually, I really wanted.
You were looking
Let me tell you,
forward.
yes, let me tell you the truth because I was the last one in my group of friends, and so everyone they had like little bag with the pads. I mean, I was the only one who was like, why, So I always been very fascinated about all these things together.
So when you got your first cycle, you were like excited.
I was super happy, even if after I was not happy,
Yeah.
you know. But at the beginning, it was like a success for me, But then, no, then still now I'm like, please stop.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
oh, your 2020 or your 2015 paper, I know that was a major milestone for you. Can you share more about how that work came about and its impact?
Yeah, so that actually has been a great paper that came out with in plus one. So I was working as a senior embryologist, and it was 2015, so it was 10 years ago, okay? And we didn't have yet all the technologies that we have now, like time lapse incubator. So basically where you can see the whole develop of the embryo, you can really see what's going on, you monitor, so you have a better idea of each embryos. At that time we didn't have it. The only thing that we could do was the PGD, so checking the chromosomes of the embryos, but was also considered a kind of invasive, technique, especially at that time. So I was very interested in a way how to select the best embryos for transfer. And because sometimes we transfer beautiful embryos, beautiful blastocysts, but they or didn't give, any pregnancy, or maybe if those embryos that we wanted to transfer, we sent for PGD, they came out to be abnormal. So we say, well, there must be something else that, show us something more, and actually we understood that sometimes the eggs were not really correlated. So, for example, if we had a very bad egg, like morphologically, sometimes that bad egg could make a beautiful embryo. So we said, wait, maybe the beautiful embryos that we pick, they come from a bad eggs, from bad egg. And then we said, why don't we look at the whole thing? So when we have to select an embryo, we should go back, see the egg. How was the egg? So between two embryos that are, let's say, beautiful both, but one come from a better egg and the other one from like not so good, we decided to, use the one from the good egg. So that means that the egg gave us a little bit of like an extra marker, let's say, to select the best embryos. And it worked, actually. Was pretty, consistent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. How long did that whole process take?
Was like the study was like a couple of years.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of years. And, we went retrospective, and we were like keeping picture of every single egg that make every single embryo. So we were really tracking one by one.
Wow. How did your work alongside Dr. Vidali and Dr. Gleicher, right?
Yeah. So
Which,
yes. Okay. So Dr. Vidali, as I said, is the one actually who brought me here in United States as an embryologist. And so I consider him like my mentor, and not only is a mentor with a very big heart. I mean, he's a really smart, but really a good human being. Okay. So Dr. Vidali showed me the importance of treating patients like people, not like patient.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and also he taught me that when we talk or like discuss a case of a patient, we don't have to look just to the medical problem. Let's say in this case, maybe fertility problem, but we have to look at the whole thing. So, and this is actually, especially Dr. Vidali is very interesting, has always been interested in immunological factors, and also like other diseases that actually can affect fertility, like endometriosis. So his view was very complete, was not only that thing. So that is actually a great thing that I learned from him. Dr. Gleicher has a totally different personality, is a totally different kind of doctor. But the most important thing that I learned from him is to be efficient. So doing, everything in the best way you can. And with Dr. Gleicher, you cannot make mistake, even like little mistake, like paperwork or something like, no, you cannot. So that actually was tough, obviously, was not so easy working for him. But at the same time was very important for me because I learned really how to work like strictly, efficiently, and actually it's also good for my personality because I'm also a very strict person. When I want to, things done right away. And I think that he shaped also me. But both of them, I really learned a lot from both of them. But as I said, actually, Dr. Vidali is a sweetheart. He's very, very. I mean, he's not like a doctor who look at the business for the money or no. I mean, sometimes he really, I think that. He doesn't get any advantage on the patient. He really cares about the patient. He would give it, and sometimes he did his own money to help patient. So Dr. Vidali is really like a hero in our field.
Yeah, totally. And just because you mentioned it, how to balance like the science with the emotional needs of the patients. Is there any patient experience working with Dr. Vidali that stuck with you?
Well, that patient was me. So basically, I'm celiac, okay? So I have the celiac disease, so I have a very strong reactive immune system. And so my problem was not that, I had a hormonal or really fertility problem, like, I don't know, poor ovarian reserve or like aged ovaries or something like that. No, my problem was that I was rejecting everything that was not mine. So basically, the embryos, for my immune system was a foreigner. So Dr. Vidali, that has been always, as I said, very, in the immunological field, understood that. And so I started becoming also very aware about my immune system reaction. So I had several IVF cycles, okay? And at the end, finding, the good balance between medicine, treatment. I got my 2 girls. Well, now one is almost 12, one is 8. But I really know what a fertility patient feels. Because I've been a patient, and even if I was doing everything by myself, so I was checking my embryo in the incubators, I was like shaking just before, open the incubator. Oh my God, hopefully divide. Oh my God. Really, I mean, it was very painful because I was like, also I knew even more than regular patient because I knew that could really the embryo could stop during those hours, that maybe like a fragment was not a good sign. So, I mean, I was the patient that taught me more, and everything. And I think that this kind of feeling that I felt made me, as I said before, come out my strength to have this capability of helping other people. Because I've been through that. So I know what does it mean.
Yeah, you had the personal
Yes.
experience.
Yeah, it was really a personal experience. Yeah.
I mean, I hate that you had to have that experience, but clearly, like, just shows like the extra compassion that you have for patients, and just like how you're bringing your heart to work every day,
Yeah.
especially with ESSI. So let's talk more about ESSI and what inspired you to launch the support group.
So actually, this idea initially came from Dr. Vidali. And he said, well, we were talking about support group, like in general, but then he said, you know what, Emma, you are the perfect person to run this. He said, first of all, for your experience,
Yeah.
because you know better than anybody else, what does it mean suffering for, something like this. And consider that when I went through fertility, it was like, let's say 15, 12 years ago, was a little behind than what is it now. So was a kind of endometriosis, how it is endometriosis now. I'm saying that was a little bit unseen, unheard. There was not so much awareness of infertility like now. So I really, went through the same thing. I remember when I was going, because I'm Italian, and I was going back to Italy for vacation, and I was telling people, first of all, I was telling what was my job, and nobody really, say, what are you doing? Like that. And also I was saying, yeah, I'm going to have my IVF cycle in September. And people are like, what does it mean IVF cycle? What's wrong? They really didn't know. So basically, yes. So it's like now endometriosis, because there are still some people, they don't have idea what is it. So I've been through that. So he said, Emma, you are the best, person to run this. And I said, yeah, that's actually, I would love, because I love talking to people. Well, you can tell I never stop talking. So I would love talking to people, especially women. So yeah, that's a good idea. So we came out with some, more structured, idea. And then in addition to being what I am, so a reproductive scientist, I decided to get, to get like certified as a wellness coach and also certified as a trauma support specialist, just to have something more.
Yeah.
That was, I could really feel the whole thing,
Yeah.
the whole role. And so has been like this, and that's the reason why ESSI peer support has been launched, and I'm super happy about it, and I really hope that we can get bigger and bigger, trying to reach everyone, and is what I'm trying. That's my goal.
Yeah.
So
It's a missing puzzle piece. We're trying to fill that gap of I mean,
yeah.
everybody needs support. Like you said, with some people that a lot of people don't even know what endometriosis is.
No, still now. I was talking to a friend of mine that she lives close by, and she said, "Oh, I saw." And she asked me, "So you switch a little bit from fertility?" I said, "Yeah, to endometriosis." And then she asked me, "What is endometriosis?" I said, "What?" So I was like, "Okay." But it's not actually her fault.
Yeah.
It's the system fault, So unless the system doesn't really make people aware of this terrible disease, or there is no way that people can really understand. Yeah.
What type of support does ESSI provide? Like, what are the different options that patients can
So consider that our platform start officially like 1.5 months ago. We start obviously with the Instagram page, I guess was February, and the real platform that is on Mighty 1.5 months ago. And we are very happy. It's going really well. And the support that we give is obviously emotional support. and peer connection. So in our platform, in our community, there are many veterans, let's call her. They are like endo warriors that they have been through many things. Maybe some of them, they are fine. They got finally relief. But what we thought that there is nothing better than the support of somebody who been through that before. So as I was a patient, and these peers, they know everything about it. So they really can help maybe the new one, those that are a little bit insecure, they don't know what to do, they have, they just maybe, been put in this situation right now, and they don't know how to handle the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we give this kind of support. Also, they can have a one-to-one talk with me, private, and also I think the most important thing that they make friends, because they become friends. It's really amazing. This is fantastic. And also, I want to say that ESSI peer support does not support only ESSI patient. So our support is for everyone. So because supporting ESSI patient, it makes sense, but not so much, because our ESSI team, our ESSI doctors, everyone who works at ESSI doesn't need, too much help around. I would say that our doctors are fantastic. They talk a lot with the patient. They answer every question. So we are more worried for the other people that, they are not at ESSI, because we don't know what they get, So our ESSI peer support is open to everyone, and it's free.
That's like the key.
Yeah, right?
Especially because finding a doctor to be so expensive, and yeah, just to have that resource and the fact that it's
Yeah.
free is incredible.
No, our support is you just need to make an account, and you get in the platform, and that's it. And you can talk to me, you can talk to the peers, and so it's very easy, and I think it's becoming really, really nice.
Yeah, having that peer support is invaluable. I think no matter what,
Yeah,
obviously more in the beginning, but no matter what stage you're in, like just to have someone that's been through it and gets it,
it's true.
and like it's so confusing to know if you're with the right doctor or not, or like to know
Yeah, that's right.
doctor you're with actually knows endometriosis. So just to be able to have someone to talk to and get the right questions to ask,
Correct,
what answers
correct.
you need to hear um, before committing to working with that doctor,
Yeah,
is invaluable.
it is invaluable, and I think there is no better tool than having somebody who went through that before to help.
Yeah.
So,
What's your vision for SC in the next like 2 to 3 years?
well, I think that basically ESSI will have many locations, worldwide,
Yeah.
because I really believe our, group. And so I see ESSI as the leading global resource for endometriosis care and support. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
That's my baby. And I, the thing is, I see ESSI in the future like really becoming bigger and bigger and everywhere. And when you talk about endometriosis or endometriosis support, there is ESSI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my vision.
I love it. I think you'll get there.
Mhm.
100% get there. I mean, just from talking about it, like SE is definitely filling a gap that many patients are feeling. So let's talk more about the systemic issues that patients are facing. So specifically, like as someone who's seen both the clinical and patient sides,
Yeah.
what do you think are the biggest failings in our healthcare system specifically for endometriosis patients?
Yeah, I mean, specifically for endometriosis, for me is a kind of let's say flashback, because as I said, it is what was failing in fertility 15 years ago. Okay, and it's the fact that patients are not heard by many doctors. So two things for endometriosis: patients are unseen, unheard. They get gaslighting by doctors. And another thing is that providers, the majority, I would say, of OBGYN, they are not trained. They are not really informed. They have no knowledge about endometriosis. So I think that is the one of the biggest thing, because if you honestly, endometriosis specialists are not many. I'm saying real endometriosis specialists, because sometimes OBGYN they mimic, they try to be, but they don't have the experience, they don't have the knowledge. Even also, I'm not saying only OBGYN, but if you go to your family doctor, it's very possible that say, oh, what, endometriosis? What's that? Oh, the thing with the fibroids? I heard people saying that fibroids? Oh, wow. I mean, still, there is no awareness. And so what is really missing is missing knowledge, but not for the women that they have endometriosis. They have knowledge, those, because they look, they search.
Yeah.
No, for the providers. And also these people, these endo fighters, needs to be heard by the doctor, by the system.
Like primary care, but then also like gastro doctors
Oh yeah, I mean,
and the
definitely.
endocrinologists. It's like the hormone specialists. Like, how are these doctors not knowledgeable?
Yeah.
It doesn't even cardiothoracic. So, like we said, like our clients' patients are constantly misdiagnosed or dismissed for years.
Yes.
How can, like we're saying, clinicians need to know better? How can they do better? Like, can they take it on themselves outside the system to make themselves more knowledgeable in endometriosis, since they're not being taught it to the right extent in medical school? Like, how can
Okay.
they do better?
First of all, I guess providers, let's say in general, they should really learn to listen patient first thing, because if they don't listen, they don't even get the doctor, I'm saying, trigger
Yeah.
to have more knowledge on that thing. So if you, for example, if I'm a doctor and I really listen what my patient says, and I don't know that thing so well, okay, say, okay, this patient told me that, okay, so but let me go deeper in this thing, let me study a little bit more, let me get trained, let me go to a convention, let me, so I think that those are the two main things. So listen the patient, so you start to understand that there are many people with this thing, and then get training, go to convention, read papers, or like even social media, follow people like Dr. Vidali, or that they do a lot of content, on this, topic. So I think that are the two things that they should improve, definitely.
Couldn't agree more. When it comes to like excision surgery specifically, like, and patients are asking like, okay, I think I'm ready to like dive in, get the surgery. I need to find the right provider. Since it's often not a network and hard to access, what is ESSI Support's advice to patients who are trying
Well,
care?
in United States, I don't know if you saw, Dr. Vidal is really trying to find deals for patient. Is really doing. He's trying really hard. In Europe, is a little different, because first of all, there is not like in Europe, the system is not like here that you need to have insurance to get, some, stuff. In Europe is different because a lot of, like Italy, is everything is paid by the system, from the whole system. But the problem is there are no specialists for that. So in United States, there are a little bit of more specialists because we are a little bit, head of, the Europe for this field. But there is the problem still that insurance in general do not cover this because it's not recognized as a disease. So definitely, I think that the most important thing is awareness, because if everyone gets aware that this exists, maybe in few years we can get, insurance to cover this. As is trying really to do its best for this, and obviously Dr. Vidali is, believe me, is working hard with the hospital trying to find deals, but it's not easy. It's not easy at all for no. I mean, really, there are huge costs behind all of this, and hospital are big structure. You cannot really, uh, affect their way how they work. But I think the most important thing is awareness. If everyone will get aware that this is a real, this is because, as I said, and I'm sorry if I keep comparing to fertility, but fertility was the same.
Yeah.
Like years ago, fertility was not covered at all. Okay. But now the majority of insurance, they covers IVF cycles. So because people became aware, they raised their voice, we have this problem, and then this is what happened. So we have to make, really, we have to raise our voice in order that it's recognized as a real thing that exists, endometriosis. And in that way, little by little, probably we'll get it.
Yeah, it's the policy side, the insurance side.
I know it's
Like there's so much that goes into it. But that's what at Endo Extension too. We're trying to fight the policy side. But it's should be so simple and it's just not. Um, but yeah, we need
yeah.
to keep pushing for that systemic change. And
We
more
should. We have to. Yeah.
of us that do it, one day it'll come. So,
Yes. It has to come.
um, despite all of the challenges, there's so much strength and resilience in this community, in the SE community, and endometriosis in general, and infertility. And obviously, you see that every day in your own experience and as a clinician. Um, you've mentored embryologists and guided patients. So, what does empowerment mean to you in a medical context? Like it's the patient empowerment, but also like the clinician empowerment to change the system.
So, well, empowerment is like giving, if I'm a patient, empower the patient is really give the patient the right to fight for her cares.
Yeah.
So basically, and as a clinician, you can help and give empowerment to that patient. Like you can help in get what she has to have. So this is, it's everything is connected. Unfortunately, again, awareness is the key, because if we are aware about this, we have also more tools to get empowered for what we want, like for our cares. So I still always, keep saying everyone awareness, 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 because if everyone is aware, we get empowered, and we have also the force, the energy to fight for what actually are our rights. Okay. And this is how I see empowerment, but comes from the awareness for me.
Now, from the patient side, what would be like your number one piece of advice to somebody who's starting either their fertility journey or their endo journey? Would be the same piece of advice or different?
Do not give up. I mean, that's my philosophy. Never give up.
Yeah.
Because I guess that a lot of patients get discouraged at their first appointment, probably with, their OBGYN. They go, oh, I have this. And they, the OBGYN maybe say, oh, it's just, your period. It's nothing. Oh, maybe you are obsessed about this. It's in your head. So when you keep, anyone, especially a doctor, telling you this, probably you get really discouraged. Okay, it's I know, because I talk with a lot of women, and the first thing is always that, oh, they told me that is not true, that is everything is in my head. No, even if they say this, do not give up, because you know your body better than anybody else.
Yeah.
So if something is wrong, really do not give up. Second opinion, okay? Go for a second opinion. Don't stay stuck to the same doctor that actually didn't satisfy you, okay?
Or even
Move
a
up.
fourth or fifth opinion, like keep
Yeah, I mean,
find someone that
and
makes sense.
and that's actually something that I do when I have my one-to-one with the ladies that ask to talk to me.
Yeah.
I always say, okay, let's do a plan A, plan B, plan C. Like, as you said, second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion. Do not give up. Keep going. If you know your body, something is wrong, and you have to fight for that. I know it's easy to say.
Yeah.
It's not easy when you are, to do it when you are in pain, or, you are like, we know how they feel. But this is the kind of suggestion that I try to give them. Totally. Do not give up. Never.
Anybody who's just like overwhelmed or feeling discouraged,
Yeah.
like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just it sucks that it's such a long process to get there. But just like the more you keep going, like
It's hard. We know it's super hard. It's super hard. And definitely people who were born with this, they probably say, why me? Why this happened to me? Why? But obviously, there is this, like any other bad disease. Probably everyone would say the same thing, right? But we cannot do anything. You have it, okay? The only thing that you can do is change. Make a big change. Go to a doctor, okay? He's not listening to you. Go to another one,
yeah.
because there are ways how to be treated, or at least, if not completely, feel better, get relief. So that's the main thing. That's you never give up. Ask a second opinion, third, whatever, but fight, because you know your body, and if something's wrong, you're right.
How can people get involved with ESSI or support your mission?
So with ESSI, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's super easy. So you get, probably people who is on Instagram and follow our page, so that I keep posting something like, if you want to join us as a peer, or like if you need support, come to our platform. So you really need to join the platform. As I said, it's free. And when they are in the platform, they can definitely send me message, and everything is what is happening now, that they send me message, and maybe they tell me a little bit about their story, and they say like, oh, I really would like to help others, or I really need support, because these are the two, kind of thing. And so I try, if it's somebody who has a lot of experience, like in this, I say, okay, and I check if this person is very active on the platform. I can even make this person moderator. Okay, so this is the way how they get involved, how to support others. Okay, in, but if somebody is there to get support, I say, okay, you know what, ask your question in the chat. Those that are more experienced will definitely help you, and this is actually what is happening.
Yeah.
So I say it's easy. You just need to, join the platform, and if you want to help or if you want to be helped, it's coming basically naturally the way how you have to work out.
I love you
Yeah.
change lives through the labs,
Oh,
through support,
yeah.
advocacy. You just keep going and doing it. So thank you for everything that you do and for being a
No,
part.
absolutely. I love it. Let me tell you, I love it because even if I was in the lab, I was talking hours on the phone with the patient, like, crying. What do you think? I have only 2 hours. They will make it. And me, I was like talking, explaining, and I think this is really my thing. Talking with patient, let them also. It's very important to be clear. I mean, I don't say like something that is like to make the patient happy.
Yeah.
I say think how they are, but obviously I give hopes if there are. But when I talk to them, I try to talk simple because obviously they are not doctor or
Yeah.
scientists, so sometimes they don't really understand when I say, oh, day 5 blastocyst, or like same with an endometriosis, there are a lot of medical terms that if you are a veteran, like but if you are new, you're like, what's excision, what ablation, what, so you have to be very clear. And so I love it. I love it. Talk to them, and I think it's worth, because even for me, it's a super. I get very affectionate to these people that there are now many on our community that are really in pain, and I'm checking with them every day. I'm trying really to help them to move, to
Yeah.
find a solution, to make a change. And it's a beautiful job what I'm doing. I mean, not beautiful because I'm doing. For me, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a beautiful experience to help others.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, I will be linking the website for people to join,
Yeah. Please.
Instagram as well, so people can follow along. And that you guys put out such informative, helpful tips. So we definitely want to get it out there. So thank you for joining the
No.
conversation today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Was really really nice talking to you. I think that our talk will help many people to understand that there is support around. They just need to try to stand, because some people basically are shy, they hide, they are not like so brave, to come out. But they just need to look around, and they will find the support.
I think
So
that's
we
what
are here.
you guys so helpful too. Is like it's online, so
Yeah.
it's less scary than having to like
Yes.
someone cold and
Totally.
know
Totally.
to overshare.
And also, let's say the truth, now everything it's going through socials,
Yeah.
and so we cannot stay behind with the phone, like, or having a point. Now it's different, you can do everything online, and as you said, it's easier even for those people that they are a little bit, shy, or like not strong enough. So that's, as I said, just look around. You don't need to do something special, but you will find your support.
And thank you for
Okay?
providing it. Uh,
No, thank you.
all right, thank you for coming today and chatting, and we'll try to get people some support.
Thank you for inviting me and for everything that you do as well.
Thank you.
Okay?